So here's a story about the fishing trip. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning today, and it's time to go fishing. We're stopping at the Waffle House. Just have to say that if you're the owner of Waffle House and you're watching this, y'all need to step up your game. This is Louisiana, for goodness sake. I mean, that was... I haven't eaten at Waffle House in 10 years, and I'm sorely disappointed. It sucked. We went down to Leeville, Louisiana, which is just above Port Fourchon and a little bit away from Grand Isle. We went down there to go redfish and speckled trout fishing. So on our way out to go fishing, the boat wouldn't plane. My father would give it full throttle and it would just stay in an elevated bow mode. Essentially, the front end of the boat, when he would press the motor, the boat would go like this, and the front end would stay up in the air, and we couldn't get the boat to plane out, to flatten out. So I ended up walking to the front of the boat, and essentially jumping up and down on the front of the boat to make it go down and plane. Yes, it was a little dangerous. But we wanted to go fishing. So we're out here on the spot, getting ready to hook up and cast out some lines. So we get out to the spot where we go fishing, and we go to the back of the boat, and we start to set the seats up, and we opened the back end where all of his batteries, pumps, bilge pump, and recharger was, and we noticed that it was full of water. We immediately turned on the electronic bilge, pumped all the water out, and on my dad's boat, the bilge can stay on and it will periodically pump it out. We've been out here for a while, caught 2 fish so far. Not keepers though. It's beautiful out here, and we also got the moon. Just got back from being out all day. It was a really nice day on the water. I mean, it was hotter than hot, but it was beautiful nonetheless. We are staying at this Boudreaux's, yes, Boudreaux's Hotel here in Leeville. Our room is right above us, and we had a great time. Hopefully tomorrow we'll go out early morning, see about doing better, catching some keepers. So we fished the afternoon. We went back to the hotel and the dock at the hotel, and we go out and we get something to eat. We also went out so that we could get a new extension cord to recharge the batteries for the trolling motor. And we get back to the boat, and the back end of the boat is almost full of water again. This is just the aft compartment. And so we turn the bilge on, pumps it out. He goes to plug in the recharger and trips a breaker. So we're thinking, okay, breaker's not good. Got a new cord, so it can't be a short in the cord. We didn't think that the recharger would have shorted. At least my father didn't. So we tried again, trips a breaker, tried again, trips a breaker. This is a breaker for the hotel, by the way. The hotel had individual plug-ins for each port. And so my dad actually had a friend who had a camp about a block and a half away, and so we pulled it out and brought it over to that camp to plug it in, and the breaker tripped as well. It's now 11:30 at night. Had a couple things go wrong today. Long story short, the bilge, wow, look at that wind to fog up. Maybe I'll just talk in the room. So as I was saying outside, the boat has a teeny weeny issue, and we're going to be heading back tomorrow instead of fishing. With the combination of the aft compartment filling and the recharger not working, we decided to call it a trip. We get back to my parents' house, we inspect the boat. We weren't sure how the water was getting in the boat. Plugged the boat in, and guess what? The recharger worked. So we plug it in, we go inside, we take a nap. It rains really hard while we're napping. And the compartment with the recharger, the cover was left open, and the rain filled up part of that compartment. So when we get up from our nap, go outside to the boat, we see water draining from one of the tiny holes that we discovered. So we found the leak. The charger works. Now my father's got to take his boat and get the hull repaired before we can go fishing again. With all that, I caught one fish and had a blast.